and I'll be totally honest with you guys, Lisa Eldridge, sorry. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing a battle between Lisa Eldridge and Victoria Beckham's eyeliners. I am super excited for this video. It's been really fun trying out both of these eyeliners. It's been multiple weeks now that I've been putting these to the test, so I'm excited to tell you guys all the different results. Let me just start out by saying, first of all, like 2 things. Number 1, I'm sick. So snarky Danette is probably going to emerge at some point in this video because I'm not holding back. The second thing I wanted to tell you guys is actually who won this battle. I never wait until the end of the video because I just can't deal with like the suspense myself. So the winner of the eyeliner battle was Victoria Beckham by a lot, which I'll be honest with you guys, so freaking depressed about that because like I wanted Lisa Eldridge to win this because she's an amazing makeup artist and like I love everything, like all the looks that she does is like absolutely incredible, and like Victoria Beckham's Victoria Beckham, she's Posh Spice, is like really amazing, but like in your heart of hearts, right, you always have like, you play favorites a little bit when it comes to like all of these different brands. So let's go ahead and talk about why Victoria Beckham eyeliners won this battle. So we're gonna break this down into 4 different parts. It's going to be packaging, color, application, and then lasting power. And I think through all of those, this is where you'll start to see kind of why Victoria Beckham just kind of reigned superior. All right, so first off, from a packaging perspective, there is a little bit of a difference between the Victoria Beckham, which is this one, and the Lisa Eldridge. The first thing that you'll see is that the Victoria Beckham does come with a sponge little foamy thing so that if you wanted to blend out your or smudge out your eyeliner, you certainly can. Lisa Eldridge doesn't come with any of that. I'll be totally honest with you guys, couldn't give shit about whether or not it comes with brush or sponge because I never use it, to be honest. Like I like my eyeliner application to be pretty precise, and then if I am going to use something to smudge it out, I'm going to wind up using my own brushes anyway, so not a deal breaker for me. What I did want to say though is that the Lisa Eldridge eyeliners come in at $30 a unit. You get 1.2 grams or 0.04 ounces, with the Victoria Beckham slightly more expensive at $34, 1.2 grams, and then 0.042 ounces, which I was like, they really needed to put that 0.042 in the description. The most important thing about these eyeliners is how they sharpen, because you don't want eyeliners that are too like stiff and dry so then they break when you sharpen, but you also want like a smooth sharpen, if that makes sense. I didn't have any issues with sharpening either the Victoria Beckham or the Lisa Eldridge. They both did really nicely. The second thing we're going to talk about is color, and I'll be totally honest with you guys, Lisa Eldridge has me in a chokehold over her colors because her colors are so beautiful. The undertones are well thought out. Let me go ahead and show you some swatches here. On this side here, we have Victoria Beckham, we have Smoky Quartz, and then we have Bordeaux. And then here we have Renaissance Gold, and then we have Burnt Umber from Lisa Eldridge. When I do my battles, I like to do as similar of a color as I can find on the website, and this is the part where I was like, bro, Lisa Eldridge is for sure the queen of colors, because if you look at this, even the Smoky Quartz compared to the Renaissance Gold, the undertone of the Renaissance Gold is freaking stunning because it has like this like cooler, deeper, taupier shade, and then it has gold on top of it, whereas the Smoky Quartz shade is just like gold on gold on gold, you know what I mean? So it's not like as special in my opinion. And then what I wanted to talk about too is this Burnt Umber shade is so freaking stunning on your lids. It's like this charcoaly brown that isn't too cool toned, it's not too warm toned, it just hits that neutral spot so perfectly. And then Victoria Beckham didn't really have anything that I could compare to it because I was trying to find something that was a little bit warmer, because like her brown shade that looked online, like it just looked really cool toned, and I was like, I don't need another cool toned brown, so I tried to go with the red. And so again, from a color perspective, like, oh my god, yeah, the Lisa Eldridge is just like, so good, so stunning. So the third thing that we like to compare our eyeliners on is applications. I'm gonna go ahead and apply Burnt Umber on my right eye here so you guys can see how this looks, and we're gonna go for a massive zoom. Well, hello there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do my typical eyeliner look. I like a light winged liner, going to draw and connect that into my upper lash line, and then I always do a little bit on my waterline. So let's go ahead and do this. So what you'll see here is that this is a really soft eyeliner. Like the slightest touch and the color just glides really nicely onto your eyelid, which I really love. Very easy to apply. In some cases though, I'll be honest with you guys, it's almost a little bit too easy. I do feel like sometimes on the days when I've been in a rush, I do wind up smudging or drawing a thicker line than I had intended just because it is so soft. And then I'm going to bring this into my inner corner and really get it across the entire lid. And then I'm going to draw this on my waterline as well. Now, I don't have anything on my lids. This is just a bare lid application. And you can see that it gives a really seamless application here. But here is where I have definitely noticed a little bit of issues with this eyeliner in terms of application. This is definitely one where it requires a very dry lid for that application to stay on. And lucky for you guys, like I'm super sick, or lucky for Lisa Eldridge, I guess, I'm super sick, so I'm very dehydrated. So everything on my face is just like dry, which is really great for this eyeliner because you can see that I'm not having any issues with that color picking up. But on the days when I was a little bit more oily, or God forbid if I had any allergies, the application of this was a freaking disaster because it would literally just get like everywhere and it wouldn't go down perfectly smooth and it would be splotchy and it just did not work at all on my lids. All right, so on the left hand side we're going to do the Victoria Beckham, and I'll be honest with you guys, I just opened up the wrong side. I'm gonna try and do this as clean as possible, but my hands are shaky, which I'm sure you can see. I like how I just said my eyes are shaky. Probably that too. But my hands are super shaky, so I'm going to try and draw like a really good line, but there are chances that like it won't be good. So let's see how this goes. The Victoria Beckham from a application standpoint, I would say, is very similar to the Lisa Eldridge. I would say it's a very soft formula as well. Again, it's not as soft as the Lisa Eldridge, so I don't think that there's as much room for error, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and just connect this on my eye and draw this all the way into my upper lash line and the inner corner here, so you guys can see. You see that color is really nicely laying down on my eye. Color payoff is really beautiful as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do this in my lower lash line too. And you can see that it applies beautifully in that waterline. You can kind of see how similar they are in application. The Lisa Eldridge is just a little bit softer, to the point where if I wasn't super focused on my eyeliner during the week and when I was testing this, like it would definitely slip a little bit. The only thing I was gonna say is from a perspective of kind of like the packaging, the Victoria Beckham does feel a little bit weightier in your hands when you're doing your application. So if you like something that's a little bit more balanced, a little sturdier, I would go with Victoria Beckham. Okay, so my eyes are totally not matching, which is great, but that's okay because we're sick, so it matches the vibes, you know what I mean? All right, so the fourth thing that we need to talk about is the lasting power of these eyeliners, and this is really where Victoria Beckham wins by like just a long shot. Like it's like, oh, they're here, like kind of the same, and then Victoria Beckham just goes whoop. So the Victoria Beckham lasted a really long time. And between both of the colors, between like the Smoky Quartz and the Bordeaux, I didn't notice any difference in the lasting power. Let me talk a lot about the Lisa Eldridge one. I mentioned this already when I was talking about application, but my God, if you have any sense of like, this is not a waterproof formula, if you have allergies, if you have creases in your eye, this is not going to hold up on your upper lash line. It does reasonably well in the waterline, which is kind of surprising to me, but for some reason on the days when I even had like a hint of like, oh, like a little bit of teary eye because of my allergies, this eyeliner was off my eyelid in like less than 5 seconds. It was kind of ridiculous. The other thing that makes me really sad about this Renaissance Gold shade too is that what would end up happening, and this is the part that's like weird, okay, so let me just get this out there because like I think it's a weird experience. So from a lasting power perspective, the Renaissance Gold, the gold shimmer would be the last thing on my eye, and that base color, like that beautiful taupey shade, would be gone. So like, I don't understand exactly what would happen. So like at the end of the day, I would have this beautiful like glitter on my eye, but there would be no definition because like that base color would just be gone. And then with this beautiful burnt umber shade, like at the end of the day, it just kind of looked like, again, it was just gone. Like the wing, especially after I worked out, so like definitely not waterproof, especially after I worked out, like the wing would just be gone, whereas like the Victoria Beckham side stayed so much longer. So from a lasting power perspective, I really do feel like the Victoria Beckham kind of just pushed the eyeliner into that stage where I'm like, okay, like it's more worthy even though it's more expensive because of how much longer it lasts on your lids and the fact that like it is more waterproof than the Lisa Eldridge. So if I'm just comparing the two of them, like I would say go Victoria Beckham over Lisa Eldridge, particularly in the shades that I have. Now everybody's experiences might be really different. Like I would say that if you have an oily lid like me and you also suffer from allergies, to be totally honest, like I don't know that I would recommend either one of these because they're not the most long wear like budge proof formulas out there. But if you are somebody who has more of like a mature dry lid and you want something that's going to glide on really easily, it's not going to tug on your eyelids at all, then maybe the Victoria Beckham would be a really good fit for you. In general, winner of this battle is Victoria Beckham. If you're looking for something that's totally budge proof, might recommend something different like the ColourPop eyeliners, which are actually really good and much cheaper than both of these options. So there is that. Anyway, so if you guys liked this video, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Also follow us over on Instagram where I will be uploading more reels, hopefully in 2025. I will see you guys in next time's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.